Welcome back, everybody. This is JP Trades. Let's get back into the Bitcoin chart today. Let's do a quick daily update because I'm going to do a lot of updates today across many different assets, all of the futures, and I'm also going to be taking a look at probably a handful of altcoins today as well. So as I'm watching this, I updated the Discord about looking at this trade right here, backtesting the value area low to continue this lower, potentially coming down to this monthly VWAP. We also have a naked VWAP here as well. Before we get to that level, I do see that we have a pretty good buy wall here, as well as one here. But we will see how they pan out over time if they get pulled, because you see that they were very heavy right here at 504 Bitcoin and started pulling and pulling and pulling. So that might continue that trend. All right, let's jump back into this chart. There's really not much to update on Bitcoin today as we are still in this range right here. So let's pull some volume, and we're just kind of going back and forth between this supply and this demand over and over again. Very similar to the ES. And I was quite busy scalping both of them at the same time this morning. Both of them had great setups. However, ES had a little bit more volatility behind it. So I started trading ES this morning rather than Bitcoin. However, let's take a look at the levels. I'm going to set an alert here because I want to check out this order block, or what happens when price gets to this level, as well as the monthly naked VWAP. Going to look at those for scalps. However, I would rather, if we were to break these lows, I really want this area down here. This is going to be my prime area. And let's check our fib of this range here. Yeah, so that's perfectly right in the golden zone. So this is going to be my favorite zone out of this range. Other than that, I would like to see these lows taken, maybe SFP into this order block and just continue up. However we do that, I would expect, again, just to kind of range here for a little bit longer. This looks like it's going to continue to range unless we get this nice curvature of this Model 2 to actually cause a distribution. Right now, we have just kind of SFP'd this internal low, so it's nothing amazing just yet, and I don't see any kind of accumulation model in the zone just yet either. Now, if we were to come down and then build a tap 1, tap 2, tap 3 in this zone, then I would consider this being a very nice zone to just continue up much higher. However, this doesn't really look like any kind of special accumulation zone here just yet. So I'm kind of thinking this Model 2 might fulfill its distribution and come back down to this area. So this is my favorite area to long in this zone. All those high volume levels. And let's zoom out just a little bit. Take a look. So it's really, this 4-hour high has really just been wicked through quite a bit. It hasn't had a very significant close above that level. So I'm not crazy about this being a break or anything beyond that. On the 6-hour, it does look like a decent break. But yeah, everything else, you could say it's almost breaking a daily high, but that is a very, very weak break. We will see. We'll have to keep our eyes open for that. Let's go back down to the 30-minute. And I do want to check. Actually, we can do this on the 4-hour. That's fine. I just want to check some volume as we've been building. Okay, so we do have a value area high here, that point of control. Let's pull this back just a little bit. We do have that point of control in here. We spoke about that yesterday. Yeah, so we could absolutely bounce from this order block here. That is possible. And not even revisit any of this down here. However, like I was explaining before, just watch out for this. We have a fast move down, fast move up, fast move down, fast move up. So if we get down past this area, specifically this order block right here, we're going to most likely have another fast and balanced move back down because there's no volume in these areas, very little volume. And you can just see that. There's a huge lack of volume here, right? We have big volume here, but no volume built out here. Okay, so that is going to be it for Bitcoin. If anything changes, we get some good moves out of this small range, I will do another update.